Hey, today we're going to play a little bit of Phasmophobia. Okay. This is our shop. This is where you go in between games. You have all of the tools that you would use to try to find out what ghost it is. And here you'll have the trophies that you earn through your games. And this is the truck that you drive to the different houses. So on this corkboard is photos of each of the maps, and each one lets you choose a different map. First, you have to go over here. We're going to choose single player. I like playing on professional because the games aren't as slow and they're a little bit more fun. I'm going to go over here and then we're going to pick a map. Most common easy map to start with is Tanglewood Drive. So we're going to pick that. And then we're going to go back over here. And this is our inventory that shows all the different items we can use. So this is your laser lights, your dots projector that it shines lasers around the room, and you can see if the ghost moves in it sometimes. This is a flashlight. It just makes things bright so you can see. This is the spirit box where you can hear the ghost talk. This is a UV light. Sometimes you can see if the ghost touches something. Here is an EMF detector. It will show if the ghost is nearby sometimes. A ghost writing book. It's just a book you lay on the ground and the ghost can write in it. This is the thermometer, and it just checks the temperature of the room because, if the room is cold, that means that that's the ghost room. And a video camera that has night vision so that you can see ghost orbs. And then everything below here is optional things that you can take into the games that will just help you survive. Like you can take a cross and it'll keep the ghost from hunting you if you're close by. Incense you can burn it and the ghost can't get you for I think it's 3 seconds. A microphone, the parabolic mic, where you can listen for the ghost to see what direction it's in. Salt, so you can see if the ghost walks through it. A sound recorder that you can listen to the ghost and you can record sections of what it says, what it does. Candles, the ghost can blow them out. A lighter to light the candles and the incense. A motion sensor, so you can see when the ghost walks through. Photo camera, so you can take a picture of the ghost. Sanity meds, so that way if you start to go crazy over the course of the game, you can take sanity meds and you can bring your sanity back up. And sound sensors, so that you can listen from the truck. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go into Tanglewood Drive, and you can kind of see my loadout over here. It shows everything that I have. Okay. Right here is the cameras for the house, and you can see if the house has its own cameras, you can click through them and look through the house to see what's being shown on it. Right here, you have your own video cameras, which it hasn't switched to because I don't have any placed. But you can use those, and you can put them in the house and then come out to the truck and watch them. And then you've got head cameras, which is like the GoPro that you wear on your head. This corkboard right here, you fill up with pictures of the ghost and recordings of the ghost and videos of the ghost. You catch it doing different things. This shows your team's sanity. So, like right now, I'm at 100%. When you go in the house and the ghost starts doing things, your sanity goes down. And when it reaches a certain amount, the ghost can hunt. This is the activity meter. So when the ghost does something in the house, this meter will go up, and you can see it if you're in the truck and know that the ghost is doing stuff. This is where you listen to the microphones, if you have microphones placed in the house. And here is a map of the house. And on this map, it shows you all the different rooms, and you can see that there's like a back patio, and the kitchen, and the living room, and the garage, and everything. A couple of bedrooms. But this right here is what we're looking for. This is the breaker box, which lets you have power in the house so you can turn the lights on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go around and we're going to pick a couple of things up. And you press E to pick stuff up. So I'm going to pick up a dots projector, a camera, and I'm going to put this camera on this tripod. And you see how that stands up on its own? That way you can come back out to the truck and you can look in the monitor there and see the camera. Okay, so I've got the dots projector and the camera. And one more thing that I'm going to grab is I'm going to grab, I think for this game, I'm going to grab salt. So I take the key to the house and I press the keypad. Now the truck opens and we get to go in. And welcome to 6 Tanglewood Drive. You can see right here it says that the door's locked, but where I have the key, you can just open it up. And I like to walk in with the camera on because sometimes if the ghost has ghost orbs, you can find it just by walking through the house. See, like that right there? And I recorded those ghost orbs, so I know that the ghost is in this hallway, or maybe in that room. So I'm just going to go in the garage real quick where we saw the breaker box. And I'm going to turn that on real quick. Whoop. Okay, yeah, it's definitely in the hallway. So I'm going to put this dots projector right there. And I'm going to start putting some salt down in the hallway. And now I'm going to go back outside and get some more stuff. So that ghost is doing a lot of stuff while I'm in the hallway. That means it's not a shade, because a shade won't do anything while you're close to it or while you're in the room with it. So I'm going to grab this incense here so that if it tries to hunt me, I can burn the incense and get away from it. And I'm going to take this glow stick so that I can check for UV, because when I went in the house, it was throwing picture frames and stuff, which means I might be able to get a handprint. And you can see it stepped in the salt. There's one ghost that can't step in salt, and that's a wraith. So right now, we know that it's not a shade or a wraith. Okay, so I'm going to drop that glow stick right there. And I'm going to put this book maybe right about there. That way, like when I'm placing it, you can... The ghost scared me, and I burned that incense when I really shouldn't have. But I'm going to go get another one. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to grab the spirit box and the EMF detector. Okay. So the EMF detector is turned on now. And oh, see, it's going to 3. But we don't get to count it unless it goes to 5. Okay. So with the spirit box, I talk to the ghost, and if the ghost talks back, I'll get a response on here in just a second. Let's see if it happens. Actually, let me make sure my mic is set to where voice recognition mode. Yep. Okay. So right now I'm in the house. The lights are off, and I can talk and see if the ghost talks to me. So I'm gonna ask it some questions. Where are you? What's your name? Okay. See, that's only a 4, and the ghost walked right on top of it. So. Okay, that's an EMF 5. And I'm pretty sure that that ghost is a Raiju because of the way that it just did. But we're going to take a look. We're going to go into our journal. And then we're going to go to evidence. And we know that we have orbs. And now we know we have EMF 5. The only 2 ghosts that can be, or 3 ghosts, is a Diane, an Obake, or a Raiju. Now, I can click on ghosts, and I can look at each individual one. So the Diane moves faster when people move, and then it moves slower when people stand still. And I don't remember if I was moving when it started moving faster or not, but I don't think I was. But we also did not get Spirit Box when I started asking questions, so I'm going to say that it's probably not a Diane. An Obake changes shapes. So when it's walking through the house, you'll see it. At first it'll be the man with the axe, and then it'll be somebody else, and then it'll be somebody else as it's walking. It didn't do that, and it was fast, and Obakes aren't fast. So that means it's a Raiju. But if I go back to Raiju, see, I can tell that it's dots projector, ghost orbs, and EMF 5. So, see that dots projector? Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go back out and get another incense, because I don't want to die. but I'm going to try to see if we can prove that it's prove that it's a Raiju. Raiju is faster around electronics too, so that's why it ran so fast. And it came from It came from over here. Yep, did you see that? The ghost and the dots? That's a Raiju. Okay, so I'm going to go to Journal and Evidence, and I'm going to click on Dots Projector. And see, now the only ghost that's on here that's lit up is the Raiju. So we're just going to go back to the truck, and I have it circled. So I'm just going to click that button, and we're going to go back to the shop and see if it was a Raiju. Yep, that's it. And that's how you play Phasmophobia.